Rams in one word.
Awesome. Prudent also. I think we characterize it as a bit of a gamble, high risk and high reward situation, which maybe it is. But I think they also understand that the ego of most people who are running teams, general managers, is such that they think they can make the right choice all the time. And it seems like what the Rams here are doing is they're trading those early round picks for decided, proven veteran, all-pro type level players, and accepting that if they can get more in the late rounds, that maybe they'll get lucky, and kind of accepting that they're going to get it wrong more than they're going to get it right, while kind of feasting on the ego of the rest of the other teams in the league that think that, oh yeah, give me more first-round picks, that'll work out for me. So I like it. Sooner or later, people will start to copy it if the Rams are able to turn this into a Super Bowl win, and then they'll probably zag back the other way.
It's fair enough. So I want to bring everyone in on this because we talked about this the other day. This whole idea of putting together a quote-unquote dream team, right? Which for years in basketball now has been the way to do it, right? Guys come together. It started with those 3 guys in Miami, and we've seen it go through. In football, generally, when we say that, we always talk about the times it didn't work. It almost never has worked, putting together a collection of star players. In this case, bringing in Von Miller, who was a Super Bowl MVP, Odell Beckham Jr., who was a superstar, Matthew Stafford, who's a perennial top-level quarterback. That historically has not worked. Sacho, do you think that now becomes the way to build teams into the future? It's a copycat league. Do you think that more teams will try to put together a dream team in the NFL?
Well, I just think the premise is wrong in that this isn't necessarily a dream team. A lot of the stars on this team are homegrown. Cooper Kupp is a homegrown talent. Aaron Donald is homegrown. And yes, you brought additional stars to help light up the galaxy, but the core of your team are guys like the Kupps, who's a Triple Crown winner, are guys like Aaron Donald, one of the best defensive linemen to ever play the game. Even Robert Woods, who got injured this year, he's a core piece of their team. And so I love the ancillary pieces that the Rams brought over, and I do think that teams with wisdom will start trading away draft picks to get proven players. But no, I don't think this is necessarily the same style of dream team that we think of it. It's more of a team with homegrown talent that's brought in superstars.
Interesting. Graz?
I agree with Sacho. Look, you can't do what the Rams did and have success unless you've already built the foundation of a contending team. Hembo told me this morning the team that got the most snaps out of players on rookie deals this year was the Rams. They have built something there that is sustainable. And then they look and they say, well, where do we need help and how can we get it? Do we want to trade our first-round pick for Matthew Stafford because we need to elevate at the quarterback position? Our next 2 first-round picks. Yeah, that's worth it because we need the quarterback. But they don't go out and spend like sailors in free agency. Von Miller and Odell Beckham were value acquisitions. Look at this. Who's the all-in. Tell me who's the all-in team. Who's the team that pushed all its chips to the middle of the table and the Super Bowl? The Bengals have spent $271 million on free agents the last 2 off seasons to the Rams $36 million, last in the league. So I think what you have here is a Rams team that is built the right way, the traditional way, and they've been successful at it. And then when they see an opportunity, oh, Von Miller's available? We should check that out. He could help us. Oh, Odell Beckham's available? That could be a nice luxury for us. We should check that out. And, of course, the Stafford move, which is the big one. Jalen Ramsey move, which is the big one. We talked about that Friday. I mean, they have him on a long-term deal, still a young player when they acquire him, probably better and more useful to them than whoever they could have got with those first-round picks.
I guess you could say they've been opportunistic, Nick, and I'll give you the floor here. But, I mean, they got Jalen Ramsey when he wanted. It was a superstar player who wanted out of a bad situation. Odell, was a super unique circumstance. Stafford, who spent a decade sort of toiling in Detroit, and the Von Miller situation as well. Go ahead, Nick, take over.
Yeah, I mean, I think I like Graziano's point, but what you're missing out is the giving up of the draft picks. I don't think it's about the amount of money spent or the number of guys on a rookie deal as much as it's about the expectation or the belief that they are trading away or they're mortgaging their future for the present. So the Bengals haven't done the same thing in that way. So I think that's what makes it feel more all in and more super teamy is the fact that they have given up the future. And Greeny, the Celtics were the ones who started that. Don't blame that on LeBron.
That's true. But the thing is, they're only giving up specific picks. It's just their first rounders. Since McVay got there, they haven't made a first round pick. But they've made more picks in the other rounds than any other team except one, which is Minnesota. So they give up the first round pick. And this is a philosophy you see with some other teams. Seattle has said this too when they've made similar trades. Where the Rams generally pick in the first round is not a spot where teams usually assess first-round talent. Most teams have like 18, 19, 20 first-rounders on their board. If you're picking 28th or 31st, then you're not getting a first-rounder anyway. Why not trade that pick for someone you know can help?
No, it's smart. So maybe going all the way back to the beginning. Domonique had the right word. It's been awesome the way they have built this team, and here they are.
It works.
One win away from a championship. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.